Yo, what's going on, man? We are back for another episode of Southern Hospitality, where me and my sister talk about the Black millennial experience in America. I'm your co-host, Landon Moss.
And I'm Gabby Moss, and today we're going to be talking about voting, especially voting early. Learn what we learned or unlearned this week, revisiting the divisiveness of political parties, pursuing your goals, and how different they are when you're younger as compared to when you get a little older, being steadfast on your own individual journey, and recognizing opportunities and being receptive to them even when they don't appear the way that you think they should appear.
That was a mouthful.
It was.
So we go jump right into it. Lauren, what is one thing that you learned this week?
I can't stand you. Oh boy, what did I learn this week? I learned about funnels, and it's a marketing thing. So
Okay, I thought you meant like the actual funnels, like funnel cakes and like
No.
funnel you drink. Okay.
No, it's a marketing concept where you have a funnel and the traffic or your target customers, they're at the top and they go into the funnel. And then when you get to the bottom, there's not as many customers at the bottom of the funnel as there is at the top. But the whole concept is if you structure each funnel correctly, every customer that goes through the funnel will have retained some value from you. So not everybody is going to be able to afford the top-notch package, but at every stage, they should at least be able to receive some type of value. And so that's why you'll see a lot of like, take my free masterclass, this free checklist. Like that's one way to provide value. And as people move down the funnel, of course, you're going to start adding more and more values, but it's going to cost you, right? So the free, it's some value, but the next step is some more value. You might have to pay a little bit. Then the next step is more value. And at each step, a customer is being served. And at first, I didn't really understand the concept of free because I learned in economics that there's no such, the way they say it is there's no such thing as a free lunch. So nothing is ever free. You had to pay something for it, regardless of if it was like money or not. Something was paid, your attention, your time, whatever. And I was thinking like, well, when you give something to somebody for free who doesn't know you and you're branded all across it, you are basically taking up mental real estate in their mind. So if you've never interacted with me before, but I give you a free checklist or a free template, now you know my name, you have seen my colors, and that's forever in your mind. And marketers, businesses can build on that by offering more and more stuff. But the hardest thing is to get that real estate. But once you get it, now you can build on it. Now you can establish that relationship, that trust. And I learned this the hard way. I was on Reddit because I'm trying to figure out how to navigate Reddit. It's really hard. And it's almost like bitter Twitter, but they're bad.
Or like porn.
Yeah.
I must have seen the other side of Reddit. I seen something. I was like, "Whoa, let me get off this."
Yeah, depending on which subreddit you get into, it could get pretty.
It's intense.
Exactly. So I posted this it was maybe like 3 paragraphs about how my business had changed from being on TikTok, and I was basically giving my stats because marketers love stats. So I was like, I grew 10,000 followers in a month. You know, a lot of my leads come from here. Yada yada yada. I didn't put any links. I didn't say what my business name was. I didn't say what my name was. I didn't ask for, follow me. I just said, this is what happened. I think you should consider it. And the amount of hate that I got on, they were like, this is spam. Really? This is spam. Mods, get her. I was like,
really?
Yes. Reddit is a very interesting community. So you have to know how to speak their language. And I don't know how to speak it yet. But, so I was going back and responding to people because they thought it was spam. And I was like, no, this is actually like a real person. I was just sharing my experience. And the more I talked to them, and I shared my whatchamacallit too, but the more I talked to them, you could see their responses soften. And that just reinforced this idea that if somebody has mental real estate of who you are, they're not as apprehensive. Right? Because everything on the internet is vying for your attention. But after I've already given you something free, I've already given you some value, now you're more open to listen to what I have to say. and you're not gonna automatically think spam or
Right.
you're being like, one person's like, you're being misleading. And I was like, no, I have the analytics. There's nothing misleading about it. Like, we're not gonna buy your products. I was like, I didn't say my name or anything. I just said, what are y'all like? I even said for one person, like, you're really jaded, huh? And he's like, yeah, I am. I was like, I can tell.
Yo, that
So,
makes me think about a couple things. One, it makes me think about when I put my short film out on Twitter and it went crazy. And there was one person that was like, "This isn't powerful. This is pathetic." And then I was like, "Oh, well, I'm genuinely curious, like, how so?" And then just literally from just that message alone, they were like, "I'm sorry for being so abrasive. I just think that yada yada." And we actually went on to have a discussion about stuff. And it's crazy, like that people will come in so hard, but as soon as you know what I'm saying, respond like with humanity, or you know what I'm saying, like all of a sudden it's like, oh, okay, now you got my respect.
let me reel back the reins a little bit.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
I think, and then the second point that I was thinking was that's another reason why influencers are such a growing market is like
Yep.
we're giving the free product, aka entertainment, aka you know what I mean, whether it's like comedy or like
Yeah.
sustainable living, you know what I'm saying, all these different influencers, there's certain things that we're doing for free.
Yeah.
And then that's when you start selling merch and stuff, you know what I'm saying, get people to buy in because they trust you now.
Yes.
And more liable to pay for the products you promote or whatever.
Exactly.
So,
you've already established that mental real estate.
Yeah. That's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope to think about.
What about you?
One thing I recently learned is that Republicans ain't even trying to hide shit no more.
Oh no. They like all out with it.
Yo, the voter suppression is insane.
You saw the California thing?
No, what California thing?
It was like the California Republican Party were setting up like these boxes or whatever.
Oh, yep.
You saw that?
In California, damn.
Yeah, they wilding out there.
You wanna go a little bit more into that?
I don't know enough about it. That's on you, bro.
Okay, I just saw it because Sean King had posted it. Oh, my package is 10 stops away from Amazon. So I'm trying to pull it up real quick. Basically, Sean King posted that there's something else that happened in Virginia. An accidentally cut cable has caused the entire Virginia voter registration online system to go down on the last day to register to vote before Election Day. What? How does that happen? Voters in Atlanta, 52% black, wait up to 11 hours on Monday. Communities of color historically face longer lines, likely because they get fewer polling places, workers say.
Yeah.
Compared to white voters.
Yeah. Yeah.
Black voters wait 45% longer. Latino voters wait 46% longer. It is so insane that it's so in our face. And people will still say that shit's not a real thing.
Lie till you die.
It blows my mind. It really blows my mind, man. And I also don't understand why the fuck is Election Day not a national holiday?
Oh yeah, like people have to take off work and stuff.
Yes, like we get Columbus Day with his killing, genocide, rapist ass. We get that day off, and I'm happy. I hope they change to Indigenous Peoples Day, which that'd be great. But we get that day off, but not one of the, if not the most important day in America off. That makes zero sense to me.
That makes perfect sense.
Why you say that?
Who typically gets vacation days and paid time off? And who doesn't?
Yeah.
That's why. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Who typically gets those jobs that allow for stuff like that? Who doesn't? Yeah.
People should start making it. They should start giving people paid time off to go vote.
Yeah, they
Companies should start doing that.
They should. Yeah, they
Seriously.
should. But then you know what would happen if that was the case.
Some other shit. I don't even know what would. It'd be some other shit would happen though. All of a sudden, the polling place done caught on fire. Nobody can vote. A random fire would just happen.
Ooh, no.
That shit blows my mind.
It is. It's crazy to me.
My bad. I was gonna say, let's go ahead and jump into it. Let's since we're on the subject of voting, are you registered to vote?
Oh, yeah, I am registered. You know, I did the weirdest thing is I was at a protest and there were people coming around and they were like, "Hey, are you registered to vote?" And I was like, "No, I'm not." And it's like, "Well, if you just fill out this, then we'll register for you." And I filled it out.
No.
Yeah.
Have
Yeah.
you checked your registration online?
Oh, I got something in the mail that said I was registered to vote, like in Texas.
Okay, that's a little weird
But
that people.
yeah, I didn't think about it till later, and I was like, when am I gonna get like confirmation? They're like, yeah, you'll get something in the mail in like a couple of weeks. It never came.
Mm, you know what's gonna come? You double vote if you keep playing around with it.
Right. I mean, the organization was pretty legit. Like I had looked it up and stuff too before I just filled my information out. But still, I was just thinking like, dang, I could have got. But
Man.
no, I got my voter registration card and everything, so I'm
Okay, well
registered.
that's
Yeah,
good.
I'm
That's
good.
good. Have you voted before?
Yeah, I voted. What is it when you vote for? What is it? The state senators? No, I don't know. I just
So
remember
not the primary election, but the
first. I voted for Stacey Adams, right?
Stacey's mom.
I just governor. That's it. Governor. That's
Mm.
it. Stacey. I'm pretty sure her name is Stacey Adams.
So you
Oh God, that's a shoe.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie to you. I am
Oh, it
so
is
ignorant.
Abrams.
Stacey Abrams?
Yeah, I voted for her.
Okay, I'm so ignorant on the subject of voting. This is another crazy thing about how ignorant it is. I don't think it's just us. I think a lot of people are. Like we know, like the primary elections, like vote. And I think a lot of people think that this vote is just for the president. You know what I'm saying?
No, I didn't know that there were more people to vote on when I went to. I was
Yeah,
like, who are these people?
exactly. Dude, there should be some type of like crash course that like explains. I mean, completely unbiased, completely objective, and it just breaks down each politician's policies.
They
You
should
know what I'm
give,
saying?
yeah, they should give more publicity to the like. You don't know about these people until it's time to vote.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
even when you in there, you're like, he Democratic. I'm just go with him.
yeah,
You
and
know what I'm saying? It's like,
I
go
was
ahead. I'm
doing
sorry.
it. No, I was gonna say I was doing that, and I was like, I don't really like that feeling. Like I don't know what they stand for, but here I am
Right.
voting for them.
Yeah.
What was you gonna say?
I don't remember, but I will say that I think that there should be something, man. Even if it's like there once you're voting, since people be so lazy and don't look shit up, because I mean I'm the same way. It should be something that lists like the different policies, like the most important policies that they have in place. It should be for each candidate, for um each poll. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
Or I don't know. Something we got to do something. I mean, it's a Google search away, so it's not like it's hard to look up different candidates. But yeah, we got to just improve on this whole system, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Because literally, we're
Well,
just voting for parties.
yeah, we just don't really know much about anything else aside from the ones that we see.
Yeah,
Yeah, because I didn't know who, I had never heard of any of those people. I didn't even know. And the reason that I went and voted is I was working at Gulfstream. So, of course, it's all white folk and they're very adamant about voting.
mm,
And so they were like, you gonna take off and you're gonna go vote? Like, I just got back from voting. And that's why I was saying, like, who typically gets time off to vote?
yeah. We also got to do something, man. I was talking to a couple like couple of passengers I had on my Uber, and then also one like the little homies, one of the little homies. And it's just crazy. Like I was like, "Oh, you voting this year? You registered?" He was like, "Man, that shit ain't gonna count." And that's a mindset so many people have. We got to
Yeah.
destigmatize that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? We got to get us out to the polls.
I think part of it too is not understanding like the three different branches of the government.
Mm,
Because I can see how people would be jaded and feel like, well, I voted for this president and nothing happened, but they don't
right.
understand how the other part, like how the other branches, like the checks and balances, how that
Mm-hmm.
system works, and how yeah, the president has like executive power, but then you have Congress who really has a lot of the power, and then the Supreme Court that oversees it and has a lot of power too, and so they're
Yeah.
all shifting and the power is all evenly distributed among them. I wouldn't say
Yeah.
evenly, but
It's
it's
supposed to be.
supposed to be. Yeah.
Yeah. I just learned that. I just started learning too about that. Like, do you know much about the Electoral College besides like the obvious shit of what they are?
I used to know a lot about it because I was in AP government, so
Mm.
we
Oh yeah,
went
I forgot.
like in depth. Yeah, and our teacher, shout out Mr. Orzel, was freaking like he was good, good. But yeah, I used to know a lot about it, but that the electoral votes have actually more. weight than the individual votes.
Yeah, I didn't even know like. So I know like the basic the basic shit of it, like that we're voting for electors. You know what I'm saying, in the Electoral College. I didn't know how someone became someone an elector. I didn't know that these people actually had to go in and cast their vote. Um, but they're like signed up. I guess they're signed up. Like technically, they could go in this. I don't think this has ever happened, but they technically could go in and vote Republic. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think that's ever happened. And then it's like some weird shit. Like they go in and vote on like the first Tuesday. I mean, like the Tuesday after the first Monday. Some like why I don't even like what who comes up with this shit.
I don't know.
Like, dude, why is that so? It's so complicated.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, it's super complicated. The founding fathers tried to make it complicated so that it wouldn't be easy to turn into for basically to be turned into like a tyrannical type government.
right,
Like
right,
the purpose was, okay, well, we don't want one piece to have too much power. So we'll put like a check here, so this checks this party, or this piece checks this piece, but
mm-hmm.
there's never one side that has all the power and can dictate all the others.
Right.
So that was
Right.
the purpose of it. But also in a democracy, the citizens have to be well informed, and there have been entities that have manipulated the information so that the people are not informed.
Right. And you know, I think that's another thing too. Consciously always says this thing that education is elevation,
Yeah.
and that is the most truthful shit.
Yeah.
And I think I think that's another reason why there's such a divide among people, and political parties are literally playing into that. You know what I'm saying? Like they're so divisive with the shit. Like I
Yeah.
just you want to talk about the story we talked about earlier about
Yeah.
the conservative stuff?
Yeah. Well, one thing I want to note too in marketing, the number one rule is consumers, people, are not rational. Humans are not rational. And we like to think that we are, but we're not. A lot of our decisions, if not all of our decisions, are based on emotion. We're not rational. And so political parties play into that, understanding that humans are not rational and they react more based on their emotions. And that's why you see a lot of this like fear mongering and that type of divisive language. But on Facebook, I accidentally got added into a Facebook group of like super conservatives, like super conservative. And I was just watching the videos because I'm always interested to see, like, we don't really when you're on the other side, you don't really see what else the other they're talking about. And they were basically, the guy was using this language like, the right, what is it, right wing, they want to
No, left wing liberals.
yeah, left wing liberals, they want to tear down America and tear down our values and tear down our systems and everything that we built. They want to tear it down and create a completely new world. Like, are you gonna you're gonna be unsafe? Your families are gonna be destroyed. They want to pay for criminals. They want to pay for pedophiles. Like they want to, like, that was the language, is your safety is at stake.
Yeah.
That was the whole message, is your safety is at stake. And if you think about it, what are Democrats saying? Your safety is at stake. That's one of the, what is it, like 5 needs or whatever, is safety. Humans have to feel safe, and they'll do whatever they can. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. There's one sign, I guess I don't know if it's some dude over here, but it's one sign that's like one kid. It's basically Republican dudes like, the Democratic nominee wants to defund. I want to defend, and so like on defund, it's like a burning car on fire, and then like, but I'm like, dude, I hate that we said defund the police.
Yeah.
Because it's so easy to misconstrue it, and it's once you actually know what they mean, then it's like, that makes sense. Reallocate where the money is, not fucking do away with the police forever and it be a complete anarchy.
Yeah.
It's frustrating because I don't see. I mean, for us, it like seems obvious, you know what I'm saying, that the different problems that we have. Like, I hate when I hear people be like, systemic racism isn't a real thing, and it's like, well, you never listen to anybody other than the people you've been around.
You've
You know what
never
I'm saying?
experienced it.
Exactly. Well, even outside just experiencing it, like just listen to someone else talk about their experience. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And not gaslighting them, making them feel like they're crazy. Like, dude, I'm telling you what I've experienced.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you to sit up here and tell me that shit is not a reality because what you've experienced,
Yeah.
like, do you think your world is the world that everybody else lives in?
Yeah. I think cognitive dissonance plays a role in it too.
How so?
Like, because the whole concept is that it's two seemingly opposing ideas. It's
Hmm.
difficult for your brain to be comfortable with both of those existing. And so I think a lot of it is they don't want to believe that because it's uncomfortable. And
Right.
then now it's like, well, what does that say about me? What does that say about who I am and what I believe and the people that I love? Right. So it
Mm.
causes you to question everything about yourself. And people don't like to be in that state of uncertainty.
Right.
Um, but back, you said one thing I wanted to mention in downtown Dallas. There's this huge skyscraper with a black picture of a black policeman on it. It says "No police, no peace."
Wait, what?
It's a skyscraper almost, not really. It's probably like 26 floors. And it's this huge poster on the building. It says no police, no peace. As in NO police, NO peace. And it's a picture of a black officer.
I'm sorry. I'm just trying to figure out what the fuck they thought they was doing with that. That shit blows my like. Oh, he's black. Oh, yep, yep. That makes it even better. Like, oh yeah, yeah. We gotta protect the
That'll get
black
him.
brother.
That'll get him.
No, we still
That'll
feel the
calm him
same way.
down. Yeah.
But I don't think people see like the other options of public safety. You know what I mean? Like, there's no reason why a armed police officer who has minimal training with people with mental health episodes or whatever you want to call it, there's no reason why they should be called. You know what I mean? Because they're not prepared for that situation.
Right. Right.
Like, why wouldn't you call in a mental health expert or like someone that can de-escalate the situation?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
that shit makes no sense to me, and people don't see that type of stuff. They, oh well, he did this or he came with the police officer. Well, the dude didn't know what he was doing,
Yeah.
and neither did the police officer.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
But
know what I'm
it's like, well, I've
saying?
never experienced anything like that. So it's like, well, yeah, because you've not been subject to those circumstances before. So yeah, you wouldn't experience anything like that. It was like the time I got pulled over and got 5 tickets.
Yeah, that shit's insane.
They was like, I'm telling you, when I told them I got 5 tickets, they were like, oh no, my friend knows him and he's a good guy. He wouldn't do that. He'd give his mom tickets.
Okay, something's wrong with him if he was giving his mom tickets.
I was like,
Hey,
but that
mom,
still
you were
doesn't justify that.
driving 32 on a 30. Gotta write you up.
Yeah, no, but I forgot who said it, but that's probably the worst is the people that are apologetic for that. Like, no,
Yeah,
no apologies.
yeah,
Um,
man. I was thinking about allies. I was talking to someone else about this earlier because she was basically talking about. Let me put these messages up because she was kind of getting on my nerves. But at some point now, I just completely just detached myself from situations because I'm like, okay, you just
that's
getting on my
good
nerves.
that you're
Yeah.
noticing that.
Yeah. So we were talking about. Basically, she had posted on her story talking about. She might delete the story. Actually, got called her out. Not be doing that.
You say you
But
called her out?
I didn't call her out. I just be questioning people's stuff. She said basically she was talking about the. Hold on, my bad. Edgar's calling. Talking about the NBA, and she was saying that. Damn, my bad. Did the story disappear? Our world is fucked. Racism is alive and kicking, and justice is louder than ever. Breonna Taylor got zero justice. The woman who these athletes plastered on shoes, jerseys, and social media did not get justice. And now what? Everything's back to normal as always. I said, no, it's not back to normal. Like, I said, I got to disagree with you on this one. Looking to CP3 and all that he's doing, and LeBron with his More Than Vote organization to combat voter suppression, they're doing good shit. Maybe not all, but the leaders of the NBA definitely are. Even got the NBA to commit 100 M's to black organizations. And basically, she was like, I understand, but when it comes down to it and the things they're fighting like justice, it didn't work, didn't help, and isn't the purpose of all these things. They're helping with the white agenda in pockets. They need to start a black-owned league. I'm trying to say they don't care. A lot of people just don't know and would rather be comfortable. And it's not all up to them, but owning shit, not just donating. We need more action that people been donating forever. I said, you do realize a system that's been built for over 400 years isn't going to be changed or fixed overnight, right? It's impossible. It's frustrating as fuck, but we just got to keep cracking away at it in all ways that we can. Basically, we go on back and forth about this stuff. She's like, there's fast and more effective results. And I'm like, you sound, I think that's what social media had, man. Social media has, we get things just on demand now.
Yeah.
So much. And so people expect instant results with stuff. I'm like, dude, these are processes. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a system that's been built for centuries.
Yeah.
And you think the time the bubble was going to change that?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, it's crazy to think about, but like we're stepping stones.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? On the journey to where we want to get as a country, we're stepping stones.
Yeah.
And I think when people understand that, then it because another thing I was telling her was like, dude, black people will literally be in psychiatric wards if we like expected shit to happen overnight, or if we didn't compartmentalize stuff. And it sucks, but it's like, it's the truth of it.
We would go batshit crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, already needs to be going batshit crazy. Like, it's hard.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I everything is a process, man. Let's go on a lighter note. Speaking of the process.
Okay. We was going dark there.
Yeah. Let's talk about the process in pursuing your goals.
Well, let's talk about you. Let's celebrate you right quick.
What happened?
My man.
I just we are celebrating the fact that I just signed with a commercial agency. So yeah, I officially got representation on the commercial end of things. Yeah, I'm a little excited about that. Got my orientation tomorrow, and yeah, man, we getting that thing rolling. About to see me on some commercials. That thing. Oh, also the black friend got like 150,000 views on it. A little something slight.
We love it. We love it.
Man. Yeah, man. It's dope. It's dope. Yeah. Let's talk about you and your goals.
We not over here on me right now.
What you want to talk about?
We gonna finish with you. Okay.
What else I'm supposed to say?
All right, so we celebrating. Okay, let's talk about the conversation we had when you were. Well, if you don't want to go into this, that's fine. But I thought it was very powerful when you were saying, like, you know, you were doing the auditions and stuff, and you weren't getting them, and like now looking back, you realize that you weren't really ready for those, but it was all preparation from where you are now.
Yeah, you just said it. The whole thing. No, I'm just fucking with you. But you did for real. Nah, yeah, I think that goes into like just our growth as humans. You know what I'm saying? Like when we're younger, you expect shit to happen, man. And it's like, especially like when you come to LA, I'm like, oh, I'm about to do this. I'm gonna be a big, you know what I'm saying, movie star, like a year, blah, 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 like 2 months. Like, give me first audition, I'm booking on my mother, like on everything I love. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy because it's like I was so ambitious and I was just positive affirmations left and right. Like, I'm gonna get this, I'm gonna get this. And looking back at it, I wasn't ready for those things. You know what I'm saying? I hadn't taken acting classes. Like where I'm at now as an actor is so far ahead of what I was back then. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't connected to anything. I was just reading lines. I thought that was acting, reading lines. But you know, when you start to go throughout the process and you start to like learn more about shit, and it's just crazy, man. Like your perspective on things changes. Like I understand that things are processes. Like I understand there's a process to everything. And I also understand like that everything won't be a win. You know what I'm saying? It sucks, but like there are going to be dips in everything. You know what I'm saying? And I think once you understand that better, then I don't know, it just patience, preparation, and persistence are the 3 things I like to say. And when you're younger, it's so hard to be patient. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's the hardest shit.
I want it now.
Yeah, it's my money and I want it now. But like you want to be great so fast. Yeah. Right now you want to be great.
Yeah.
But greatness isn't something that's just attained overnight.
Yeah.
There's a process to greatness. That's a daily grind for greatness. It's all good. But like just even like LeBron. LeBron is striving every day to be the best version of himself on and off the court. Like look at LeBron when he got into the league, he couldn't shoot for shit. Now he pulling that bitch from half court.
Okay.
You know what
With
I'm saying? Like,
ease.
and it's like there's always things that we can work on to like continue to level up. You know what I'm saying? And that's where the persistence comes in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like being persistent in your craft, being patient in when you see an opportunity, and being prepared for when that comes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because if you got all three of them things down, if it's meant
It's
to be,
gonna
it's meant to
happen.
be. You know
It's
what I'm
gonna
saying?
happen. Yeah. Yeah.
So
A word from Brother Moss.
a word from Brother Moss. Can the congregation say amen?
Amen, Pastor. Yeah, no, I think that's beautiful. And I love to see it too. One thing I've always admired about you is that you have stayed true to yourself, even when the external reality didn't match, or it was unfavorable, or it just was shitty. You have stayed steadfast in what it is you want to do, even when there were options that probably would have been better, but not in alignment with who you are.
Yeah.
And I think, because of that dedication to your craft, even when shit wasn't going the way you wanted it to, is the reason why these opportunities are going to be flowing in for you. Um, I mean, there were times like we would watch people blow up, but the type of content, like, yeah, you could do that, but it wasn't in alignment with who you are.
Right.
And now we're starting to see a shift where you've already been, like that's what people are shifting to. So you're here, you're established, you know yourself, and you're able to put that content out that people are searching for and yearning for right now, because you stayed true to who you are. So yeah, I love to see it. You love to see like good things happen to people that are good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit, it feels good, man. We start to see like I'm sweating like shit.
I knew you. That's why I was like, "Are you sure you want to turn the AC out? Because you're gonna be sweating halfway through."
It's gonna be so loud, though. But like, yeah, man. I got friends too that like I just see how down. And I was the same way. I will get down. I still do. I still have times where I'll get down on myself about stuff like, dude, when is it gonna happen for me? Like, damn, fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, it be getting frustrating. It sucks, especially when like I think the worst thing is when you see someone else living out your dream.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to do this, I want to do this, and you see someone else doing this and this.
Yeah.
That shit sucks. And it's like, I guess, that's never gonna happen.
It ain't gonna happen for me. Yeah.
But we don't know what that person did to get where they're at.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We don't know their process. We don't know how much work that they've been putting in and all that stuff.
Yep.
And yeah, everybody got different journeys. So like they, you know what I'm saying? They might have hit that left and then been there right then and there, but you still got a little more shit you got to go through.
Yeah, exactly. In due time.
Yeah.
In due time. That's I think that's the root of jealousy, honestly, is the fear that you ain't gonna get the stuff that you want.
Yeah.
Because I can't be jealous for you if I already know mine on the way. Why would I be
Right.
jealous? I'm finna get mine, Right. So anytime I feel that twinge of jealousy when I see somebody prosper and I'm like, I'm gonna get mine.
Mm-hmm.
Use that as inspiration and affirmation that it's possible what I want. Like, it's possible. I can get it,
Yeah. I don't know. There have been times where I've seen and I've also been jealous of even friends. You know what I'm saying? And then you start to feel a little guilty and shit like, damn, why am I jealous of my friend?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, this is a person that you've been around, you've seen, and it's like, damn, they're doing it.
Yeah.
I'm still not.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. I think it's a very natural emotion. I mean, even be jealous of family, jealous of, whatever. It's natural. It comes again from that fear that I can't get what I really want, but here's somebody that's getting what they really want. And I don't know if it's so much the jealousy of the friend as it is the not getting the result part that
right.
that makes us afraid and causes us to doubt, like, well, should I even be doing what I'm doing? Like, what if I don't ever get it? You get what I'm saying? So it's very natural. It's just understanding that that's the root of it and that it's really on you. It's not the friend. A lot of times people will project that onto their friends.
Right.
Um,
Right. I think
but
that's another thing too with like opportunities. They don't always come when and how you want them to.
right,
And that's a scary thing. Is you're
right,
just going through the unknown. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
and I
yeah,
think that's where preparation is so vital and so important.
I
Because if
agree.
you're prepared, when that opportunity comes, you're gonna knock that mug out the park.
I agree. Yeah, I agree. I just always think about um when we played West Springfield when I was in high school. West Springfield,
Uh
it was the orange team. They won.
no,
They
I
won the
remember them. Yeah,
league.
but they were good, weren't they?
They were
Oh,
always
the crowd
good.
was rocking too. They had a full
Yo,
crowd. Yeah, yeah, that's right.
because
That's right.
they were good. Like they were
Yeah, we
always winning and that was like beat West Springfield. That's what that was like our goal. We had made it to state and everything, but we couldn't beat West Springfield. And I remember like every time I was in the gym, I would always imagine like this is I then got fouled on the and one. I got to hit this one free throw to tie up the game. I must have practiced 30 to 40 times every time I was in the gym. I was in the gym every day.
hmm
I would imagine like I would feel the anxiety like as if I was really in that position, and it happened. I got fouled on the N1 and hit it, and we tied. They went down and hit like a game winner and beat us. But it was like that moment came, but I had been preparing for it for like months. So
Yeah.
that when it came, it was like, I've done this a million times.
Yeah.
And I think it's the same thing as like, we don't know when the opportunity is going to come, but when you've done the work, when you prepared for it, you won't sabotage it because it'll hit you like, I've done this a million times.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I can do this.
Yeah.
I've been doing this.
I will say though, there are times
There are
when you're
times.
prepared and shit still doesn't work out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Example, we were playing Lake Braddock. Did I tell you about this?
Wait, was that when y'all lost?
Yes. So Lake Braddock was like the number 2 team in the state.
Yo, they
We
were
was
good.
playing a hell of a game. So it's like, this is literally movie shit. So, we got the ball on like the 5-yard line, right? We try to run it in. You know what I'm saying? We got stopped early, so we call timeout. We in the huddle. I'm like, Coach, I want the ball. He's like, you want it? I'm like, I want the ball, Coach. He's like, you sure? I'm like, then you saying, looked at him. He was like, all right. So we get out there in a play. Al looked at me, hit his face mask, which means fade. Boom, boom. I'm like, bet. Hike. Huh. Drop back. He throws it up. The ball's in the air. It's like some slow motion shit. I go up and I drop it
It was in your hands,
in my hands, and I drop the ball.
and you would have scored.
I would have scored. And I dropped it. And actually, I dropped it twice. So one time I cramped up. So I'm like, I reached back, but then the ball was right there. So I tried to reach out, and like it grazed off my hands.
Yeah.
And I had to go out for a play. And that's when it was 4th down. I got a little mustard packet. I'm like, fuck these cramps. I need to be in for this play. And then I went in there, Coach. I want the ball. And I dropped the ball, man. But this is a fade. Me and Alec, we ran fades all the time. All the time. After practice, we would always practice. Boom, 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 boom. Always. You know what I'm saying? And I fucked it up. And it was like, damn, I might not ever get this chance again to like win the game for my team. Like I wanted the ball and I ruined it. Fast forward to the last game of the season, West Potomac. We got the ball. 5-yard line. 4th down. 2 seconds on the clock. What'd I do? Coach, I want the ball. This time I caught that mug. Game! Let's go! And I just say all that to say, even if you mess up, if you continue to stay prepared, there will be another opportunity.
Yep.
You gotta just trust it.
Yep. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
We didn't get in the playoffs though. Still, if we'd have won that Lake Braddock game, we would have got in. But still, it was a good story. Like it was like our rival. We won, walk off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's a good way to end it. Yeah.
But I definitely fucked up the playoff chance.
But I think that's a really good lesson in, even when it doesn't work out, how do you respond? Because I
Yeah.
think even more than being able to say I want the ball is being able to say I want the ball after I just made a mistake and having that confidence that I'm gonna get it this time. Like
Right.
I ain't get it that time, I'm gonna get it this time. I think Kobe has said it like, it doesn't matter like how many times I miss, like I'm gonna keep shooting. One of them gonna fall.
Oh, we know.
You know what I'm saying? Shooters gonna shoot. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us will give up on stuff when it don't work out the first time, but it's like, no, you gotta have faith in yourself. Like, I ain't get it this time, I'm gonna get it the next time. I ain't get it this time, I'm gonna get it the next time. Like I'm going to go back to the drawing board, figure out what it is that I can improve on it, and keep it moving.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, man. Patience, persistence, and preparation. Those are my 3 P's.
I like that. I like that.
I like that.
I like
How about that?
I like that.
Hey, so I got 4 minutes, so I think we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. I mean, it's only been like 40 minutes. So it's gonna be a pretty short episode.
Okay.
Is that all right?
That's fine.
It's like you sound like you're like upset about that.
I was a little upset.
You keep going on the show by yourself. I gotta go. you matter of fact, go ahead, keep going.
Can we go for 1 more minute? No, I'm messing. We good.
Okay. I'm like, I gotta jump on this Zoom meeting. I ain't even gotten to my like prep or nothing like that.
Okay. I mean, it is kind of my fault because I pushed this back. So.
No. You good. I literally said 12:15 and then wasn't ready until 12:30. That's on me. You good.
Okay.
You good, man. Yeah, I just gotta get into my prep so I can like.
Come on, do your thing, bro.
Okay, yeah. Well, we're gonna wrap this thing up, man. Thank y'all once again for tuning in for another episode of Southern Hospitality with me and my sisters. Let me do it again. All right, so once again, man, thank y'all so much for tuning in to another episode of Southern Hospitality. Me and my sister talk about the Black millennial experience in America. I'm your co-host, Landon Moss.
And I'm Gabby Moss.
And we are out.